Have you ever wondered how a luxury brand like Prada became so famous? We're taking you on a journey through the world of high fashion, but not in the way you might expect. We're not talking about glamorous runways and celebrities dressed in diamonds. Instead, we're going to get into the surprising story of Prada, a luxury brand associated with elegance and wealth. But what if I told you Prada's origins weren't so glamorous? Let's discover how Prada, a name that now embodies luxury, grew from humble beginnings to become a global fashion powerhouse. This is the story of the poor kid who invented Prada, and by the end, you'll not only understand the brand's history, but also gain valuable insights into determination and building a successful business. From Milan to the world, Mario Prada's early life. Prada is synonymous with luxury, with sleek handbags and designer clothes gracing the arms of celebrities worldwide. But the story starts not on a runway, but in a small leather goods shop in Milan, Italy. Back in 1913, a young man named Mario Prada was just starting out. Mario wasn't exactly planning on becoming a fashion icon. He came from a family of leatherworkers, and his dad ran a small shop that made travel trunks and handbags. Mario just helped out, learning the trade from a young age. Back then, things were much simpler. People valued quality and handicraft. Mario poured his heart into every stitch, using the finest leather and traditional techniques. His bags were beautiful and built to last, a far cry from the fast fashion we see today. Now, Mario wasn't exactly a trendsetter. He wasn't sketching out wild designs or dreaming of red carpets. He was a practical guy, focused on making the best leather goods he could. But fate, as they say, had other plans. This was a time when fashion was all about practicality. Women wore long, flowing skirts and sensible hats. There wasn't much room for flashy handbags or bold statements. But then, World War I came along, and everything changed. Women stepped up during the war, taking on jobs previously held by men. They were working in factories, driving buses, you name it. This newfound independence called for a change in fashion. Long skirts just weren't practical anymore. Skirts got shorter and clothes became more functional. Women needed bags that weren't just pretty, but also held all their new essentials: notebooks, wallets, maybe even a lipstick or two. This is where Mario's practical leatherwork came in handy. His bags, built for durability and function, were a perfect fit for the changing times. Women started noticing the quality and style of his work, and soon, Mario's little shop was bustling with customers. Interestingly, Mario Prada didn't believe women should be involved in business, but it was his daughter Luisa who eventually took over after him and ran Prada for nearly 2 decades. In the 1970s, Miuccia Prada, Luisa's daughter, joined the company. This marked a turning point for Prada. We'll explore how Miuccia's vision and creativity transformed the company from a leather goods store into a global fashion empire. Prada's rise, the power of branding. By 1978, Prada's sales had grown to $450,000. Miuccia inherited the company at this time. Partnering with Patrizio Bertelli as business manager, she implemented her creative vision for the brand. In 1979, Miuccia launched her first collection of backpacks and totes, made from tough black nylon. Originally used for steamer trunk coverings, these bags didn't achieve instant success due to a lack of advertising and high prices. However, they would later become her first commercial hit. Miuccia and Bertelli then focused on getting their bags into high-end stores worldwide. In 1983, Prada opened a second boutique in Milan, following the style of their original shop, but with a modern twist. The next big release was a nylon tote bag. Prada expanded across Europe and the United States this year, opening stores in major shopping districts. A shoe line was also launched in 1984. In 1985, Miuccia released the classic Prada handbag, which became an instant hit. It embodied the signature Prada style by combining practicality and durability with sleek lines and exceptional quality. Miuccia and Bertelli married in 1987. Prada launched its women's ready-to-wear collection the following year, known for its dropped waistlines and narrow belts. The clean lines, high-quality fabrics, and basic colors of their designs attracted the attention of the fashion world. Prada became a top fashion brand in the 1990s, known for its unique style and high quality. Sales grew rapidly, and Prada opened stores worldwide. The brand launched new product lines, including menswear and fragrances. Prada acquired several other fashion companies, becoming a major player in the luxury goods market. Prada faced financial difficulties in the early 2000s and sold some of its acquisitions. The company adapted to changing consumer trends by selling clothes online for the first time in 2016. In recent years, Prada has focused on sustainability by using innovative materials and eliminating fur from its collections. The company has new leadership and is considering additional stock exchange listings. Prada today, a global fashion powerhouse. The story of Prada is more than just a rags-to-riches tale, although Miuccia's unexpected rise to the helm is pretty cool. It's a testament to family, innovation, and the ability to adapt to changing times. From its humble beginnings as a luggage store to a global fashion icon, Prada has always pushed boundaries. They embraced new materials, challenged traditional aesthetics, and even incorporated social responsibility into their brand identity. Prada is a well-known fashion brand that presents its new clothing lines at seasonal fashion shows around the world. These shows are often held in Milan, Italy, at Prada's own venues. Prada started showcasing its women's clothing collections in Milan in 1988. 10 years later, in 1998, they also began presenting their menswear lines there. On rare occasions, Prada has held shows outside of Milan, such as their Resort 2019 collection in New York City. Prada's history goes back to 1913, when the first store opened in Milan. The brand gained recognition and even became an official supplier to the Italian royal household in 1919. This is reflected in Prada's logo design. Since then, Prada has expanded its stores across the world. In 2020, Prada made some big changes. They hired a famous Belgian designer, Raf Simons, to work alongside Miuccia Prada as co-creative director. They also made a commitment to sustainability by stopping using kangaroo leather in their products. In 2023, Prada got a new CEO, Andrea Guerra. Guerra had experience leading other fashion businesses and was brought in to help the company transition to new leadership, as the founder's children are expected to take over someday. One of Guerra's first ideas was to list Prada's stock on an additional stock market, possibly in Milan. Famous faces of Prada. Many famous models have walked the runway for Prada, including Daria Werbowy and Sasha Pivovarova. Prada has also featured actors like Gary Oldman and Norman Reedus in their menswear shows. Music for Prada's shows is created by Frederic Sanchez. The brand has collaborated with famous architects like Rem Koolhaas to design their stores around the world. The very first Prada store opened in Milan in 1913. Over the years, Prada has expanded to many major cities, including New York, Paris, and Tokyo. Some of their stores are particularly large and impressive, like the one that opened in Dubai in 2012. Prada, beyond fashion, a cultural icon. Prada's influence extends beyond the world of fashion. The brand has become a cultural icon, appearing in movies, music videos, and even video games. This widespread recognition speaks to the brand's ability to capture the imagination and cross the boundaries of the fashion industry. In the 1999 movie 10 Things I Hate About You, a character named Bianca says she just likes her sneakers but loves her Prada backpack. This shows how Prada is seen as a more desirable brand. Another movie, The Devil Wears Prada from 2006, is based on a book from 2003. The lead actress, Meryl Streep, wore many Prada shoes in the film. Even the fashion editor who inspired the character reportedly wore Prada to the movie premiere. Call to action. So the next time you see the Prada logo, you'll know there's a fascinating story behind it. A story that proves success can come from unexpected places, and that embracing change can be the key to growth. We hope you enjoyed this journey through the history of Prada. What surprised you the most about the brand's story? Do you think Prada will continue to be a major player in the fashion world for years to come? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about iconic fashion brands and the stories behind them, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video.